guys, greatly welcome to another edition of Celebrity Uncensored on CLIG Africa TV. My name is Kenni. I'm going to be your host on today's edition of the show. Today is a special day. Today that God has made. And we have gospel artists doing great things in the Nigerian music industry. She's called Dieko. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
So, Dieko, is that your full name?
Dieko Lolami.
Lolami.
Yes.
Dieko Lolami. It's a Yoruba name. So people call me Dieko for
adopt
short.
it. You decided to adopt that name.
I didn't adopt it. That's the name,
That's your name.
That I was given.
No, yeah, I said you decided to adopt it
The Dieko.
as your stage
Yes,
name.
yes, that's fine. If that's what you mean.
That's
yes.
what I
yes,
mean. So what made you adopt the name? Why not, put a bit of funkiness, like from Sinach,
Dieko.
old Sinach to Sinach?
No, Dieko, it's fine.
Okay. Welcome once again.
Thank you.
So how did it all begin for you? Singing, gospel music, and how did it all start?
Anyways, I grew up from 4 years old to discover that I had a gift.
Okay.
And of course, primary school, through secondary school, through university, I was always like in singing groups, cultural dances, school choirs and stuff like that. So I've always, known from a very early stage that I had the gift to sing.
Okay. So at what point did you decide to take it serious? Like, say, this is my calling, this is... After school, okay, let me start from there. Why didn't you decide to get... Okay, did you get a job? Because I don't know if you actually did.
Okay, well, I studied mechanical engineering.
Wow.
Yes, in school, by the way. And I did well in school. In fact, I served in some oil firms, well-known oil firms and stuff. But I'd always known that this is what I want to do with my life, and I don't want to get distracted, because by God's grace, as children of God, I believe we should do well anywhere we find ourselves.
Strive.
Okay, so it wasn't as if I wasn't doing well in the work industry or the professional work, the corporate world industry. So, but I had seen a lot of people who were talented, who graduated from school before me, from university before me, and I saw them just drift, like from their calling.
And when you say drift, what do you mean by
like
drift?
they weren't singing again, like the way I expected. How God used them on, life happened, the job happened, then the quest to be comfortable, to take care of the family and all that kind of choked the whole thing and all. It wasn't as if I didn't have my own share, but I thank God I made that decision before I left school that I didn't want to do any 9-to-5.
Oh, you made the decision before you left?
Yes, before I left
school.
By seeing people who were my mentors, who were my seniors in school. Then I was in like maybe 100 level and they were in like maybe 500 level. And I was like, oh, wow, this auntie or this uncle could really sing. They were ministers in school and all that, although we were all students.
Yeah.
And then all along, I just find out that they are not singing. I'm like, how can you just shun that kind of gift, like that massive gift, because of the impact of the gift on me that I saw, and the potential of that gift. I was thinking that, man, because I can imagine how many people covet the gift of singing. So I find it as a huge privilege for me to have this gift that is priced. You can't buy it. You can't rehearse for it. You can't train your voice to sing. You can't. I mean, so it's a gift. I believe that if God has given you graciously out of many gifts, giving you this gift to be able to serve Him, to praise Him, to worship Him, I'm sorry, I believe it's one of the best gifts in the world.
But many don't seem to have your mindset, this mindset.
I thank God I have that mindset, because at a very young age, he helped me with my self-esteem. That was the only thing I had.
Music was the only thing.
Music was the only thing. My gift at some point was the only thing I had that made me feel some sense of worth. So I valued it. You might not want to speak with me, but when I sing, people kind of reckon with me. So I leveraged on my gift a lot.
I like the way you put it, the leverage on your gift.
Yes. And it really helped my self-esteem in growing, in facing the world, in taking on challenges and stuff. And then shortly before, I think it's okay, it's significant enough to mention that shortly before I graduated, I did a talent hunt in Nigeria, and I won. It was a gospel talent hunt. Actually.
That was in what year?
That was 2007.
Okay.
Yes, 2007, early 2008.
Wow.
Yes, I had graduated in early 2008, late 2007, but the event finished 2008.
Okay.
And I won. And it came with cash prize of 2 million naira and a record deal. Although they didn't do the record deal part, but they did a 2 million naira part. So I saw what...
I want to dig deeper a bit. How old were you then?
I was 25.
Wow. So it's safe to say you became a millionaire at the age of 25.
Well, you can say that.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that's major.
I'm telling you. And to someone who has really, I don't think I had seen 100K like this. I was from humble background.
That's really inspiring.
Yes. And last born of 7, and my mom alone at the time. My dad died. So it was for me a game changer. I just knew that there is nothing that I can do that can pay me this much.
And that was why you were able to take that decision.
I had taken that decision even earlier. There was even a fear in me that I'm like, this gift, whatever that makes this sister that has this huge gift like this to just disappear in thin hair. It must be something. So I was already trying my best to, I had a fear that I don't want to get into this whole thing now, this whole corporate thing and stuff like that. And of course, going for IT and all that, furthermore, bolding me that I don't want to be in this corporate setting and then get distracted, because music, it's either all or nothing.
Now, when you went for IT, what was the experience like? Was it the experience that further made you decide, oh man, this is
yes, because it was so demanding. You have to wake up, because then I was in Omole, and my IT place was in Wando, VI. I had to wake up like 5 a.m. in the morning, catch up with the staff boss, and then like that. So I ended up not being able to go for rehearsals midweek. Only Saturday rehearsals. It was too much, and I'm like, I can't live like this. It's not realistic. However, 10 years down the line, let's just say, it's too much. Let's say 5 years down the line, when life started happening, started having kids, being a wife, being a mother, and stuff like that, I now saw the reason why people keep this corporate job as security, financial security. And I'm like, hey, so it's at this point that I believe that people usually just get intertwined into the old struggle and hustle, and then it chokes the expression of that gift. Okay, so I got to that point, and I waited on the Lord to give me something to do. And that was when I went into, the Lord led me, actually told me to go into baking. And that was why I went into baking.
You went into baking for a while?
Yes. No, I still bake.
You still bake?
Yes. I have a baking business.
Wow.
By God's grace. So I thank God that I was able to work with God and to know what works for me. Some people, maybe as a man, maybe it might be, okay and easy to be able to juggle, corporate world and stuff like that. But from my own experience, having children, rearing children and all that, and having that kind of giving your gift that kind of expression, and also combining with it's a lot. Actually, it's a lot, and one has to give. So you need to prioritize what is really important.
So is it safe to say doing music full time would be regarded as your greatest sacrifice you've ever made? Because maybe in the process you've had offers to do other things.
No, it's not like everyone that we served together in Oando were retained.
And how you
because then they really needed us. They were building that two double wing towers, twin towers
on the island.
Wow. We were all project managers on that.
Wow.
Yes, on that project. So they really needed us on ground, and all my colleagues that we served together from different schools were retained.
Wow,
but I walked away from it. Well, I want to say that, but I didn't see it as a sacrifice. I see it as a privilege. Do you know how much God has blessed me?
Okay, from that young girl who was practically maybe clueless to the millionaire to the minister we have right now, touching lives and all that. So how do you feel now? Looking back at where you're coming from.
I am extremely grateful to God that I was able to walk with God and trust God, even though when pressures were so much and when I was confused, I had to give in. It's safe to say, even before I won that talent hunt, I had done some other talent hunts that were not Christian or gospel based that I couldn't pursue, even though I was picked. I couldn't pursue because I didn't see my office as a worship leader and as a gospel artist being fully expressed if I had followed
that path. But talking about your office, I'm tempted to ask you, because there are a lot of people who are distracted, in this age and time. And I'm amazed by your sense of focus at that age. What was responsible for you being that focused and saying, this is what I want to do, gospel music, and other offers were coming? Probably did you get an offer to do secular music then?
Many. Trust me, many.
So I'm wondering why you didn't take it up.
I didn't because I had seen firsthand how the Lord has used me to impact people music-wise. And there is nothing as fulfilling as seeing God use you to make a change, literally. I mean, for me, it's the highest. I don't think secular could have given me that. I'm sorry. I'm sure, of course, people would, be blessed in their own quote-unquote way of being blessed. But I feel, for me, it was more fulfilling. And nothing was more important to me than that. And I believe it was God that gave me that heart.
But in the process of doing gospel music, have you ever been tempted to, reconsider your decision and say, so person, so secular artist is making, say, 1.5 million per show, per 30-minute show, and you...
Never. Because... never, really, never. Because...
Never crossed your mind?
It never crossed my mind. Don't get me wrong. Music is very wide.
Okay.
Music can be a profession.
Yeah.
Music can be a ministry. Music can be a calling.
Music
can be a business. Music
is it a profession?
Ministry.
It's a ministry.
Ministry, yes, for me.
So,
it's a ministry. It's a ministry tool for me.
Ministry tool.
That's not all that there is to me.
It's just an aspect
definitely, but it's a tool that God has used. That God has given me to use to serve Him.
Okay,
and to express, my ministry.
Okay.
Do you understand? I can reach out to you. If I call you now, you might not. If I want to talk to you now, you might not normally want to talk to me.
Yeah.
But when you hear my music, you will listen.
Okay, I want us to dig deeper.
And it will reach you. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Talking about reaching me, I want us to reach out to people out there. I want us to go on a short break. When we come back from the break, the show will continue. Stay with us.
What does success mean to you? To a singer, success is about selling out a concert and having hit songs. To a filmmaker, success is about fans raving about his or her blockbuster movie. To an entrepreneur, success is about converting prospects into lifelong customers. For us at Visibility Solutions Media, our success is when we help you successfully tell your story and win in the marketplace. We produce videos that matter, media campaigns that sell, content that puts your brand in the spotlight. In short, we are the one your brand needs today and forever. Visit us at vsmpr.com or call 0805 468 0266.
Welcome back from the break. This is still Celebrity Uncensored on Celebrity Africa TV, and I see I have the phenomenal, talented, anointed Dieko on my couch. Welcome back from the break. So let's talk about you are known. Why did you have this preference for hymns? Like,
Okay, yeah, I grew up from CAC background, and we had an hymn book at home. It just resonates with me differently. I don't know. I just love it. And because I love it, I do it. And when I do it, I see the effects and the response and the way people respond to it. And so it encourages me to do more of it. And basically over the years, I've just grown my love for it. And the demand to know it, and then seeing generations who don't even know it at all because of this Pentecostal revolution that we have in our churches and all that, gives me more passion to want to bring it back to life again. So really that's why I do hymns amongst many other things that I do musically.
Great. But let's talk about, because for me, I've seen you sing, and it's not just you singing. It's not just the way. It's the way you sing those hymns that really resonates.
Right.
Of course, those hymns are popular hymns that people already know, but there's this passion
about it because I love it.
Singing it. So I want you to use that same passion to sing. Just anyone that comes to your mind.
Okay.
Take us to the.
Trust and obey, for there's no other way to be happy in Jesus but to trust and obey.
Okay, trust and obey. I know you're going to give us one Yoruba.
Kosuala timakori tigmani. Oh, go for hallelujah. Ale fi gbàgbọ́ kọrin sókè kíkọ. Ògo f'Ọlọ́run, hallelujah. Ọmọ Ọlọ́run ni ẹ́, tọ́lá tí máa kún fáyọ̀. Pé ọ̀nà yẹ sí ọkàn aṣàfẹ́rí rẹ̀. Ní bó ṣe àòdè àfihàn bá ológo. Ògo f'Ọlọ́run, hallelujah.
Welcome back. You took us to heaven. Back to Nigeria.
No, we are in heaven.
Yeah. So let's talk about your forthcoming. Should I call it a concert or?
It's a concert, and it's my birthday Thanksgiving as well, because by the grace of God I'll be 40 in 2 weeks' time on Father's Day, June 19th, and so I just felt, what else can I do than to just worship the Lord in hymns that I really love so much. So because I usually do yearly edition of Psalms and Hymns with Dieko, where we all come together like in a sing-along concert and just enjoy ourselves and have a wonderful evening. Okay, so that's exactly what we'll be doing on the June 19th by the grace of God. The details are on my social media handles at official Dieko, both on Twitter and on Instagram, then Dieko on Facebook.
Okay. Final question. I was round off. We're talking about you doing a bit of secular, say like a politician, you know,
Jingle.
Use your voice to do it like a jingle. Would you accept the offer?
The
Or
thing
do you-
is, as long as what I'm going to be singing about doesn't infringe on my belief system or my faith, or doesn't require me to compromise in any way, yes. Why
But
not?
okay, let me take it a bit more further.
Okay.
What if the person wants you to hail him or hail her in the advert and say, Kenny for president?
Kenny for president, oh, everybody vote for Kenny.
Yeah.
Well,
Votes
I'm not
change,
hailing
votes.
you. It's not like Kenny is the almighty or...
So you can.
Of course.
So if one of the presidential aspirants now reaches out to you, you would.
Yes, if the presidential aspirant number one is who I believe is a cause I want to identify with, because
there's-
that's another thing. Yes,
So there
I might
are
not want
people
to
you might-
identify with
there are people
you.
you don't want to identify with.
Yes, I might not be your fan, and I might not want to identify with you. I might have seen that your brand is a doom brand from the
doom
beginning.
brand.
Yes, do you
Doom.
know? And yes, you might not stand for the values I stand for. I can't come because you're going to pay me that. No, I won't do that. I will do that with my brand. I will identify with you if we share the same value systems, the same goal, the same, I believe you will deliver what I want and what I stand for.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm going to add some more questions, but we need to round off. Thank you for coming on today's edition
Thank
of the
you
show.
so much for
we
having
wish you all the
me.
best, and also for the coming concert.
Thank you. I hope to see you
Yeah,
there.
we'll be there.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. That's been the show for today. Stick around. Keep living your dreams. God bless you.